And we start this evening with breaking news that says Donald Trump was warned late last year that he could face serious legal trouble if he did not return White House records taken to Mar-a-Lago. The New York Times reports that warning came from one-time White House lawyer Eric Hirschman. You probably remember Hirschman's very colorful testimony to the January 6th committee. He talked about his efforts to try to stop attempts to keep Trump in power after he lost the 2020 election. The Times reports Hirschman, quote, sought to impress upon Mr. Trump the seriousness of the issue and the potential for investigations and legal exposure if he did not return the documents, particularly any classified material. We are learning all of this just as the former guy's lawyers are heading into a new round of high-stakes court battles. They have until noon tomorrow to file their response to the DOJ's appeal of the judge's decision to temporarily block investigators from examining classified documents before the special master finishes his own review. Also tomorrow at 2 p.m., the special master himself, Raymond Dearie, will hear from Trump's legal team and the Department of Justice for the first time. He's already asked Team Trump to explain the ex-president's declassification defense. Today, Trump lawyers sent the special master a letter basically refusing to do that. And an important reminder, it has now been more than 6 weeks since the Mar-a-Lago search, and there is still absolutely no explanation from Trump about why he had the documents. Last night on 60 Minutes, President Biden was asked what he thought when he first saw the classified items that were recovered by the FBI.
How anyone could be that irresponsible? And I thought, what data was in there that may compromise sources and methods? I have not asked for the specifics of those documents because I don't want to get myself in the middle of whether or not the Justice Department should move or not move.
Meanwhile, Trump was back on his social media site saying he has returned to Mar-a-Lago for the first time since the FBI search. His post also included several rants going after federal law enforcement, and he was again railing against law enforcement during his rally on Saturday in Ohio, an event that also featured music nearly identical to the conspiracy theory group QAnon's theme song. Trump was there to campaign for Republican Senate nominee J.D. Vance. We'll be speaking to Vance's Democratic opponent, Tim Ryan, later in the hour.